This is a very ominous kind of feel, but I'd hope it's working this time around. Let's see.
Oh, oh, say, can you see? And the Rockets, red flag. Uh-oh. I'll make up for it now. For the land of the free.
All right. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. This has been an interesting evening, but it is what it is. Well, we good. Okay, cool. Had to make sure shit was working. Is YouTube working? Hold on, wait a minute. YouTube, oh, we lagging on YouTube? Hold on, wait a minute. Cool. Oh, God. I gotta change this. Hold on, wait a minute. By the way, studio, I have to wait for my desk to come in. Television got mounted today. First time in my life I have a mounted TV, so I'm incredibly grateful for that. Very different though, to say the least. Looking not necessarily up, but I can move the TV, so there's that. Desk is on the way, and then ultimately I'll have my multiple monitor. The one that I'm looking at now is going to go vertical rather than, horizontal. So there is indeed that. What's good with y'all, man? I am surprised the All-Star game has not actually began. I have no clue of what the festivities were prior to tip-off, but we are here now. By the time I was able to cast onto my device, I saw Reggie Miller, Oscar Robinson, and who else was on the court? There was another gentleman who was on the court. It escapes me. I'm trying to remember the three that were on the court. Well, one way or another. That is the point that I had gotten to. They love to start late. Well, it works out in my favor. Ah, yes, Larry Bird. Larry Bird. That's who it was. Larry Bird. I ain't missed nothing. They were just talking for hours. Well, there it is. Yes, it was Larry Bird. There was three that was there, but it escapes me because I was trying to get everything set up here. I know for a fact something's missing. Now, my headphones are working this time around. What am I drinking on? Absolutely nothing. I had to rush in here, and in fact, I'm rather parched, to say the least. So, and I'm famished as well. So, hungry and thirsty, and there's absolutely nothing. I'm sure at one point in the stream, I will have food that will arrive that I can perhaps, engage in a little bit of a munching on. But outside of that, here we are. Oh, Lord. But yes, indeed. Will this game go into after hours? I am not sure. But I'm hoping not, because Lord knows I'm fixing to be tired. Did I see the hockey game at MetLife? No, I did not. Am I going to do another wildlife commentary? Yes, at one particular point, once I get everything situated, because all of my time has been allocated towards trying to get this in-home studio set up. So that's pretty much been the focal point. But the next big project will be the Chiseled Adonis Awards. All arrows point towards this Sunday having the awards come out. At worst, it'll be the end of the month, but I really want to get everything done by this Sunday. The only downside is setting up and doing all this other stuff will dominate all of my time, so it all depends on how fast I can get things taken care of here. Go LeBron. We shall see. I am rooting for the East. As always, whatever team represents the East is the team that I am cheering for. So let it be known right now in the chat who you guys got winning. Is it the East? Is it the West? Who's coming out on top? The drafts have now been nullified, although there are team captains who are the highest vote getters one way or another. There is really no need for team captains anymore because there's no more voting for All-Star. I did see somebody question LeBron James on retirement, so somebody let me know what he had to say regarding that. But here we go. All-Star game getting ready to tip off. Who you guys got as the MVP? Me personally, I think it's going to be Tyrese Halliburton inside of Indiana. There's no way that he's not going to go for it today. Now, I will say this. Ooh, look at Ooh, shit. Look at Candace Park. Oh, she got some skin out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Listen, she may be married to a lady, but she was once married to a man. So that means, shit, I need it. Man.
God damn. I'm on my way. Let's roll, friends.
Who the fuck cleans this?
Son just hit me. Shoot. When I get in the proper position, you will suck my meat. It's time! Bring them to me. I'm gonna give them the almighty stroke.
Y'all gotta relax, all right? Y'all gotta relax. Jesus. Motherfuckers is too horny for their own good. All right? Candace Parker is no longer hetero, all right? She's a carpet muncher. That's what she doing. She's a munch now. So with that being the case, you can't sit over here and lust after individuals who don't want what you got. Now, one way or another, let it be known in the chat right now. Who do you guys got winning this All-Star game? Who's coming out on top? Will it be the East? Will it be the West? I am rolling with the East to get this W, and I believe Tyrese Halliburton will be the front runner for All-Star MVP. Then my second pick is Jason Tatum. Those are my only two picks representing the East. If the West is able to come out on top, I am all in on LeBron James getting his, I believe, record-breaking fourth All-Star game MVP. Because I don't think anybody's got, let me see, most NBA All-Star MVPs. Let's see here. Because I think it's a three-way tie. Is it Kobe and Shaq who are at the top? No, Kobe has, he was an all-time MVP 4 times. And the co-MVP was Shaq. Yeah, so he's tying the record with Bob Pettit. Okay, so they've got 4. Kobe has 4. Well, what do you know? Okay, so let's see here. Kobe and Bob Pettit both have 4. Bron, Shaq, and Jordan and Oscar Robertson have 3. All right, so I'm pulling for Bron to go and tie Kobe and Pettit if he's able to go and get that done. I thought it was Kobe and Shaq. What do you know? Luka for MVP. Well, that can happen too, because you know Joker's not going to take it seriously. You know Joker don't give it. Yeah, thank the Lord, no LED court. Thank the Lord, no LED court. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower this. I got to get this light situation. I know it's a little ominous, a little dark here and there. Then again, I'm wearing red, so sometimes there's a bit of contrast that messes around and happens. Kobe got 5. What you mean? Who he got? Nah, he got 4. He don't got 5. It say 4. Now let's see if we're gonna get ourselves a classic like the 2020 All-Star game. And by the way, y'all let it be known right now, does the same rules apply for the fourth quarter? 24 points up until, you know, who has the to the victor is where it's at. There's Jason Tatum, puts in a 3. Is it the same rules? Tyrese Maxey's going to go for it for sure. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to go for it. Captain, what's good? Gilgis Alexander, mans with the big pants, puts in a 3, a tie game, 3-all. By the way, I believe that the well, this is interesting with the television being mounted. Looking up is wild. That is wild. It's like my head is all the way upwards. I'll have to sit maybe a bit further how I want to set it up. We'll see. We'll see how we do it. I mean, there ain't no way I'm ahead of you. I'm on the damn TNT casting app. There's no way somebody who's watching on regular television is not ahead of me. Oh, KD with the layup inside tie. Oh, wait a minute. West is in front by 4 now. Remember, we never really see defense up until the final 3 minutes of the third quarter, entering into the fourth. Dunk contest on a scale of 1 to 10. How do I feel about it? That son of a bitch was about a 6.5, bruh. Because we've seen so many dunks, we're at a point now where it's incredibly difficult to be impressed. Furthermore, like I said yesterday, the biggest issue that the dunk contest has is the voting system is all based off of anecdotal, moreover, your own emotional kind of response to what it is that you see. There's no consistency. You can see somebody do a regular dunk, but it moves you because it's the first dunk that you saw. You mess around and give them a 48. Now the next motherfucker show up and do a dunk that's 2 times better than that one. Because you just gave a motherfucker a 48, you have to judge that as a 50. Then when somebody else does some shit that's even better, now the grade is 50 and you can't go down. So yesterday, at least we were in situations where it wasn't, we only got, I think, 150, and then Dominique voted another dunk as a 50. That was on a second attempt, which was crazy. But for the most part, the voting situation is not very good. Kawhi for MVP, that's not happening. Oh, what the hell? LeBron damn near airballed. What the hell he doing? Yeah, East just got their first lead. Okay, Halliburton putting in threes. You like pizza? Don't we all? Last great dunk contest. What? Last great dunk contest 2016. Halliburton. Yeah, Halliburton. I think that, remember, my race for MVP. Halliburton in the East win. Jason Tatum in the East win, or LeBron in the West win. But I believe that the East will win regardless. So obviously there's other people who you can choose instead of LeBron, but he's going to come out strong. So we shall see. Good Lord, he's starting to warm up now. Halliburton going for it. That's crazy. Homie got 15 already. That's incredible. They just going to heat check him again. He about to heat check him again. Nobody going to step up on him. He about to heat check from the Peloton. He going to heat check from the Peloton. It's a brick. Homie shooting from Peloton. What's wrong with him? Okay, the European connection. How's it going? Does Halliburton have the most consistent weird shot that I've ever seen? Well, consistent weird shot? I mean, Sean Marion wasn't known for his shooting, but he can shoot. And he had a very bizarre form. Who else had a weird? Derek Fisher. It's like a shotgun, or I should say a slingshot that he had going on. And I'm not talking about just weird forms alone. I'm talking about a shooter with what appears to be somewhat of a weird form, and it's consistent. Kevin Martin. Yes, Kevin Martin had a weird form as well. In fact, I think of everybody, that's probably the best shooter with a weird form, because he was a better shooter than Sean Marion. No, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was a very fucking bizarre. He was like, but he wasn't a consistent shooter like that. Lonzo Ball was he couldn't knock down a three. He couldn't buy a three if he was between a 2 and a 4. Like, this dude couldn't make a shot his rookie season. So can't go that way. No, Capone's shot wasn't so unorthodox. Michael Redd's shot wasn't so unorthodox. Fultz wasn't consistent with it, so he can't go Fultz. Oh no, I'm bugging. It wasn't. No, Marion's shot was like Marion was cold on the court. He was cold on the court, but he wasn't a better shooter than Kevin Martin. So I think Kevin Martin probably takes the cake for the worst looking form that goes in. Reggie Miller's shooting wasn't weird. Brent Barry had I believe he did the underarm free throw shot to, if I'm not mistaken, it was to that was his father, Rick Barry, Rick Barry, wasn't it? It was his father, not Brent Barry. It was Rick Barry. But that was just at the free throw line. See, now we just throwing out names. But yeah, it was Rick Barry. Yeah, it was Rick Barry, not Brent Barry. They were saying Brett Barry. It was Rick Barry. But yeah, I would say as the audience would go, I would go Kevin Martin. But I think based off what I saw, because obviously Suns games were on television a bit more than I believe Kevin Martin was with the wasn't he with the Rockets at one particular point? And was it the Bucks? No, I don't think it was the Bucks. It escapes me. Fuck, was it Sacramento? No, it wasn't Sacramento. I think it was the Rockets. Kevin Martin was with the Rockets, right? It escapes me. But yeah, I think of everybody who was named, Kevin Martin probably had the most consistent shots. No, Kenyon was with the Nets, unless Kevin Martin was also with the I am pulling. It was the Kings? Well, there it is. It was the Kings. There it is. Kings and Rockets. All right. Yeah, so I remember Son for the right reason. I think his best season, was it with the Kings or was it with the Rockets? What was his best seasons? Because maybe that's what I recall. There. Shooting the ball, his form not my form not good. What you mean? I got a good form. My form's all right. It's not great. Oh, yeah, I need a link? Hold on. Wait a minute. Jabbar always need a link. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Come on, son. What we doing? There you go. It's in the chat. If y'all need a link to the game, it's in the chat. Durante, what's good? Did I see Kenny Smith get canceled? What the hell they canceling Kenny Smith for? Hold on, wait. What did Kenny Smith do? Spready Gibbs. What y'all talking about? Kenny Smith. What did Kenny Smith say? You can't cancel Kenny Smith. That's correct. What the hell did Kenny Smith say? Did Kenny Smith have to point out that while the NBA is clearly trying to uplift and promote women's sports? No, what do you mean? I'm so confused. What did he say? Is it because he was surprised that Sabrina was knocking down shots? I'm confused. Somebody gonna have to fill me in. What the fuck did Kenny Smith say? What did he say? What did he say that warrants him getting canceled? Somebody gonna have to fill me in. Whoa, Giannis about to try some threes? Okay, Giannis with a 3 over LeBron, it's a brick. Stephen Curry's in the game now. Oh, he completely missed LeBron. Let me give y'all some statistics. What the hell did he say? Was it the link sends you to FanDuel? What y'all talking about? No, it takes you all the different links. Nah, the link don't send you to FanDuel. See, you gotta it brings you to all the 19 different links. Oh nah, you must have had a pop-up that done popped up. Oh, I'm way behind. I mean, it's what's the score on y'all end? It's fucking, yeah, I'm about like a minute behind because it's 35-31 on y'all end. It's 31-27 for me. Yeah, y'all way ahead of me. I got some catching up to do. They just said it was unnecessary? Oh, okay. Well, what do you know? After we get to the sound alerts, once everything gets situated over here, because I gotta get this in-home studio stuff going. Oh, Dame from deep, you know that's gonna drop. During the Curry versus Sabrina 3-point contest, he said she should have shot it from the women's line. That would have been a fair contest. Okay. Well, I mean, no, because judging by how well she shot, moreover, she said from before the contest she wants to shoot from the NBA line, period. So with that being the case and the performance she put on, it'd be asinine to go and shoot from the women's line. However, I will say this much. You wanted to be a fair contest, shoot with the women with the men's ball. You're going to shoot from the NBA line, shoot with the men's ball. But I understand what he's trying to say, because if this is the line that you usually play with and these are the balls that you usually shoot with, it makes no sense to try to give yourself a disadvantage willfully per se, but one way or another, I don't think that's warranted for them to go off. I'd have to go back and listen, because obviously I was live while it was going on, so I couldn't hear what he had to say, but I'll go back and listen to it myself. I'm not going, I'll judge it for myself, but it seems like people always get their panties up in a bunch. Just back-to-back scoring left and right. Ain't nobody playing no defense. And do not expect to see none yet. Just everybody shooting three. We might. Y'all think we gonna hit 200? Y'all think we gonna hit 200 points for the first time? I believe the highest ever points was 198, and then they had prevented Curry from making it 200. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think at its peak, 160 something. There shouldn't be a WNBA and an NBA. If it's unfair, then combine them. Your thoughts? Well, I actually do believe that, especially if somebody's talking about there's no difference with the skill level, which I always thought was a very stupid, argument, then by all means remove the gender, the gendered sports and have everybody play together. But there's a reason why they aren't in the same league. But I do like the fact that they're starting to, incorporate stuff like this. However, we also need to have the context as well. Call it what it is. You're having a shooting competition. There's no defense. All this other stuff. It doesn't take away from how well somebody's able to shoot. But I promise you, there will be people who's like, hey, this person's a better basketball player because they hit more uncontested threes in a contest than somebody else. Like, best believe, social media is going to start talking. The dumbasses will come out. So please do not engage them. Please do not engage them. But one way or another, it's good for basketball. It's good for basketball. The Pistons would be a dynasty in the WNBA. Well, yes, because the difference between men and women, it's apparent. It's not like it's something that's a secret. I think there's a lot of people who try to, what was the terminology now? Delulu per se, that make it seem as if there's no particular difference. It's foolish to do so. Just because one is great at one, or I should say in one field, doesn't take away from somebody's greatness elsewhere. But this is the world that we live in here. Yes, and like Armstrong, I touched on that yesterday. It doesn't help that the WNBA's ran like shit, because I said time and time again, if I was to take over as president, I can promise you, within 5 years, these motherfuckers would be, treated like fucking stars. Because how is it the NCAA knows how to market their women, but then when they go to the next level, the higher-ups don't know how to? It makes no sense whatsoever. Candace Parker should be eating for free no matter where she goes. Asia Wilson should be eating for free wherever she wants to go. Breonna Stewart shouldn't have to worry about taking out a card to go and board a flight, whatever the case may be. Motherfuckers should see Sabrina Ionescu walking down the street, and she should be flooded with paparazzi and moreover with people who want to get stuff signed. Not saying that you should invade their privacy, but you should be marketing these women the right way. They should be marketed as larger than life. I'm not going to reverberate same sentiments from yesterday, but the whole organization is ran like trash, and that's why nobody takes them, relatively seriously. Although the league doesn't make money, they've been operating at a deficit since their, inaugural season. But there's no reason why you can't market. Social media is for free. Social media is for free. So it's absolutely foolish. Who's the next city to get an NBA franchise? It's going to be Vegas. There's no way that it's not going to be Vegas. Mark Jackson put 2 on, said top 5 NBA players that should be in the Hall of Fame. If I'm not mistaken, Weber just went in. The NBA Hall of Fame is a very tough one because it's the easiest Hall of Fame to get into. So let me sit here and think. NBA players that are retired. I got to think old school players who are not. Is Adrian Dantley in the Hall of Fame? Let's see. Is Dantley in the Hall of Fame? Dantley's not in the Hall of Fame. So, no, he is. He's in the Hall of Fame. Jesus Christ. Okay. He's in the Hall of Fame. Let's see. NBA players who should be in the Hall of Fame. Danny Ainge? I don't know about that. Okay. Mark Aguirre. You know what? Yeah, Mark Aguirre. I like that. Mark Aguirre. I like that. I have to think 90s, 80s. Underrated play. Oh, geez. Modern era is so goddamn tough because who the fuck should be in that's not in that has met the time requirements? Ben went in. Shit. Tim Hardaway got in. Chauncey. Didn't Chauncey go in? I thought he went in a couple of years ago. Chauncey Billups didn't get in? Well, I'll be damned. Chauncey Billups didn't get in. All right. Well, Chauncey. All right. Chauncey Billups. We got Chauncey Billups. Because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, so motherfuckers can get in. Chauncey Billups. No, Ben Wallace went in. Ben Wallace went in. Chauncey Billups. Glenn Rice, no. I don't know about Glenn Rice so much. Amari, no. I wouldn't put Amari Stoudemire in there. Chauncey Billups. Mark Aguirre. Ooh, there's a fucking big man. Ah, shit. It escapes me. Oh, my God. Andreas Sabonis. I don't know if Andreas Sabonis got in. Hold on, wait a minute. Did Sabonis' father get in? Hold on, wait a minute. Did Sabonis' father get in? Did Sabonis? Ah, shit, he's in. Fuck. Okay, Sabonis got in. Vlade Divac? No, I think that's crazy. Sabonis got in. Shit. Greg Oden is crazy. No. Glenn Rice. Yeah. A lot of people saying Glenn Rice now. Let me see here. Glenn Rice. From what I recall, would Glenn Rice make the criteria to be a Hall? I don't. Well, damn. Some was a baller. You know what? Basketball Hall of Fame. Fuck it. We're going to roll with Glenn Rice. There's a bunch of people saying Glenn Rice. We're going to roll with Glenn Rice. So Glenn Rice, Mark Aguirre, Chauncey Billups, David Thompson. No, I wouldn't go that far. Sean Kemp. I like that. Sean Kemp. No, Chris Webber. I believe he went in. I believe Chris Webber did go in one of the last 2 years. I think he finally got the call. I think Chris Webber got in. I think he went in last year. Yeah, he went in last year. Chris Webber did get in. Shit. Steve Nash is already in there. We can't. Mitch Richmond is in. There's no way he's not. He's in. I believe y'all corrected me on it yesterday. I think Mitch Richmond is in. Mark Gasol, no, but Powell. I think Powell just got in. Yeah, I think Mitch Richmond is in. Yeah, Mitch Richmond is in. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck was the guard from the Knicks? Oh shit. In the 80s. Oh my God. He's Kyrie Irving's godfather. What? Fuck. I forgot. Yeah, Manu in. Active players, no. Dwight Howard didn't even reach the threshold. Vince Carter's going in this year. Fuck. What was his name? Zach Randolph in time. But shit. I forgot his name. Walt Flazier's in there. Yeah, Rod Strickland. Maybe Rod Strickland. I don't know if Rod Strickland's in. Yeah, so I'd say that much, but we probably got a few. But Basketball Hall of Fame's the easiest Hall of Fame to get up in there. Basketball Hall of Fame's the easiest Hall of Fame to get in there. Yeah, Rod Strickland's not in yet, so perhaps we could go maybe Rod Strickland. Maybe not so much. Sidney Moncrief should be in. There's no way Sidney Moncrief's not. Come on now. Sidney Moncrief got to be in the Hall of Fame. There's no way. Yeah, Sidney Moncrief's in the Hall of Fame. There's that. You don't even got to second guess that one. 50-45, approaching the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. 50-45, all offensive affair, might I add. Oh, that's a foul on Curry. How don't you call that? We should have saw some free throws. Book. It's a brick. Why is it easy? Because it also counts in, they counted your collegiate career as well. And although now that they have, college Hall of Fame and then pro basketball Hall of Fame, it's still full all encompassing. So with that being the case, and really think about it, it's very difficult to say, pull up a list of like 20 motherfuckers who meet the criteria to be Hall of Famers that's not in the NBA. It's the Pro Bowl, but better? No. It's I'd say much better over the years, and they make a very, very good job of making it, somewhat of a spectacle to a certain, extent. Just everybody shooting threes. Everybody shooting threes. That's the end of the first. 53-47 at the end of the first. Now, let's take a look at some statistics right now. I'm pretty sure Halliburton should be leading all scorers. Yeah, I think Halliburton's leading all scorers right now. Did everybody score? Everybody scored except Brunson and Banchero. That's incredible. Everybody scored except Brunson and Banchero. That's interesting. But Halliburton leading all scorers. In fact, he's the only dude who's in double digits. Behind him is Damian Lillard with 9. 27 threes already shot by the East. 15 threes by the West. That's how the fuck you shoot 27 threes already, bro. And they made 13 of them. Incredible. Ain't nobody trying to guard today. You already knew that was going to happen. It's an all-star game. It's an all-star game. Who's my NBA Finals pick? You know I'm biased. So Miami versus everybody. But truly, if Miami can't mess around and run it back, Boston will represent the East because they're the most complete team again in the East. And then the West is interesting because Denver looks very, very good. But I think it can mess around, and if they stay healthy, I would love to see Minnesota. I would really, really love to see Minnesota or the Clippers. I'd like to see Minnesota or the Clippers mess around and break through. I will say this much, though. If the Lakers keep playing the way they playing basketball right now, don't sleep on them. I know it's cliche. I know they're heavy in the media right now. But best believe, if they keep playing good basketball, they'll make a comeback. Elo, I appreciate you. Oh, your birthday was yesterday? You just turned 27. Oh, you love to see that. You love to see that. How old did he turn?
27.
27.
27. 27.
Incept.
27. You love to see it. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Should Mike Allstott be in the Hall of Fame? Well, I say yes because when you judge fullbacks and everything, you should, consider who is dominant at their position at the time they were playing. There's no denying Mike Allstott during his tenure was the best fullback in the league. And then, of course, you had your Lorenzo Neals, whatever the case may be, but they don't judge fullbacks, that way. So I'd highly doubt it's going to happen. Clippers need a championship this time to do it. Yep, because this is their last season playing in the Staples Center, and they have no banners. None whatsoever. So with that being the case, You got to go out and get yourself a championship. You got to go and get yourself a championship. Thoughts on the Mavs so far? No real opinion. They need work. They should take a page out of the MLB book and winning conference gets home court advantage. I mean, that's technically the situation. I think that's kind of the situation, because if you're the number one seed, you have home court advantage. 4 out of the 7, games in the series is played at your home, hardwood floor. So there is that. Oh, my bad. I said Staples Center, the Crypto Arena. Unless, of course, they're going to change the name again. I'm not going to acknowledge Horace Grant, Chicago's first three-peat, key contributor on both sides. And Orlando made an all-star team. Well, yeah, and he won with the 2000. Yeah, of course. I mean, Horace Grant, that's another name that should probably be in there. Just because I forgot to mention something don't mean I can't acknowledge his greatness. Horace Grant was incredibly integral. He was incredibly integral. You talk about a guy who's a 4-time champion, went to that all-star game with Orlando after, played a large role in them beating Chicago, upon the following year, and everything, them carrying them off the court and everything of that nature. Hey, man, that's a big-time player right there. Oh, Karl Anthony Towns is now entered the game. There's one more guy who didn't see the court either. Is Trae Young back in yet? Nope, Trae Young hasn't come in yet. Karl Anthony Towns with a brick. Clippers probably going to move to Las Vegas. Nah, they're going to stay in Los Angeles because Steve Ballmer done built that the new stadium for them guys. Let's see, who's the leading assist thrower thus far? Who's dimed the most passes thus far? Hold on, wait a minute. We got 4 from Curry. 3 from Benchero. So who got the most rebounds, though? Yeah, ain't nobody grabbing no boards. LeBron's got 3. And that's pretty much it. I'm shocked he's still on the floor. Oh, and Paul George is in the game now. Jalen Brunson has entered. Oh, I appreciate that, KTM Chris. Now, remember, what is the over-under for the do y'all believe that in the East or the West will get to that 200-point mark today? Shout out to Ballmer, an owner who's willing to spend over the cap to make his team competitive. Correct. Absolutely. Because you can tell he's just a motherfucker who wants to win, bro. He just wants to win. Oh, double-digit lead right now for the East. Motherfuckers better start playing some defense. Yeah, of course Chris Mullin is in. As Jalen Brunson, can he score? Yes, he can. Who still hasn't scored? Trae Young still ain't into the game. Is he hurt? How Trae Young hasn't entered this game yet? Oh, there he is. I think he wait. No, that ain't him. I think everybody scored now. There's not a single person who hasn't. Nope. Luka Doncic hasn't scored. Well, that's interesting. How does that? No, wait a minute. Karl Towns and Luka Doncic hasn't scored yet. So we got a couple of people who haven't scored. Doc Rivers is overrated. I actually agree. Doc Rivers has blown 3-1 leads. Moreover, this is a guy who has 3 coaches of the year. And for whatever reason, he's only been to 2 NBA finals. 2. Known as a notorious choke artist. At this particular point, Doc Rivers has gone from somebody who was revered as one of the greatest coaches of all time to now, yeah, you could say he's overrated. Trae Young's on the floor now, ladies and gentlemen. Trae Young's on the floor now. Dynamite just resubscribed. Said, yo, and fuck Hulk Hogan. Doc responsible for Tracy not getting out the first round. Oh, I can hear Donovan Mitchell saying the N-word on picked up on the mic. Yeah, Dame is an old head now. Ain't that crazy? What is this year number? He came in the league in what, 2012 when he hit that game-winning shot against Houston? How old is Dame now? He was a rookie, right? Year number 12 for Dame? That is incredible, bro. He 33. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, the West is falling behind by 16, bro. What are they doing? They falling all the way behind. They call traveling the All-Star. You know they're going to call it. You can't not call it. You got to call it. Oh, he was in his second season when he hit that. Okay, cool. Karl Anthony Towns just has such a weird goddamn build, bro. Karl Anthony Towns got such a weird goddamn build, bro. Take LeBron out. Yeah, let the old man sit and rest. Am I glad that they went back to the East and West format? I am. Because although the whole team captain stuff was kind of cool and it brought some additional attention, I think it has to traditionally be East versus West. But I do think that they should put an incentive, on who wins the game. So, for example, if you're the West or you're the East, whoever wins gets some shit of home court advantage or something for the NBA Finals if your team messes around and makes it. Now, granted, whoever has the better record should be the team who gets the home court advantage between the East and the West, but they need to have something. That's why I think if you're going to have an all-star game during the season, it needs to have some form of implications. Yeah, they playing for charity. Oh, what the hell Paul George doing? Oh, just missed dunked attempts back to back. It's still a 15-point deficit right now. This is probably LeBron's worst season in years. Maybe in year 21. And he's still having a solid year too. Ain't that interesting? I think his worst season was his rookie year. I think his worst season was his rookie year, and that's saying something. That's saying something. That's saying something, because right now in this year, what's LeBron averaging this year? 20, 24? He'll probably still end up all NBA too. He'll probably still end up all NBA too. I still don't understand how he wasn't an all-star his rookie year. He should have been an all-star his rookie year as well. And best believe LeBron fixing to pick it up. LeBron fixing to pick it up too. Homie was on the MVP ballot every single year, and last year was the first time that he wasn't on the MVP ballot. That's incredible. He was a runner-up twice? No, 3 times, I think. Yeah, 3 times. Fuck Grant Williams. Oh, of course. Fuck Grant Williams. No superstar will go 10 consecutive All-Star appearance. No, that's why a bunch of superstars will. Come on now. Bunch of superstars will. 10 times in a row, first team All-NBA, that one's tough. But it's been done. I think Giannis right now, first team All-NBA might be 6 times in a row, Giannis right now. I think that Giannis right now might be 6 times in a row. Or is it 7? First team All NBA right now for Giannis. Yeah, he's got 5 right now. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult to go first team All NBA 10 times in a row. That's tough. That's tough. Giannis is at 5 right now. First team defensive All NBA is a joke. LeBron should thank his parents. Dude got blessed with great fucking genes. Indeed he did, but he still has to go out there and put in the work. Your talent, or I should say your God-given gift, can only get you so far. You got to take it to other heights, because think about it. Think about how many people in the NBA got God-given genes. Think about it. There's a lot of freaks that's inside the doggone league. But how many people have had longevity like LeBron? 10-time consecutive All-Star starting roster. Well, I think that still can be done. Giannis will get that. Giannis will get that. The players who play defense is not as emphasized as today. Tell you the truth, the players that do play defense don't get their fucking their credit. Somebody like Jrue Holiday should be amongst the stars of the league. Say what you want about Patrick Beverley, but motherfuckers shouldn't be sitting over here talking about how much points you average or whatever. Like, if Tony Allen was playing in today's game, motherfuckers would disrespect that dude because he's not scoring baskets. I hate that. I can't stand that. It bothers me. Hassan Whiteside would have been an all-star, been in this all-star if he worked on his game. Nah, he wouldn't have. Hassan Whiteside definitely wouldn't have. How many players spend $4 million a year on their body? Not a lot. In fact, very, very few. That's one of the issues that I got. You got motherfuckers who don't be going out there and prioritizing their health more over their defense. You should sit over here and be prideful that you have an opportunity to go and, play some defense, man. Bothers me. Rodman's an exception. Fair enough. I might end up lowering the TV a bit. People disrespect Ben Simmons for not shooting. He's a borderline elite defender. No, he still is a very good defender. But the problem with Ben Simmons, it's not the fact that he doesn't shoot. It's his lack of willfulness to go and shoot. Like, you got to look at somebody who's underneath the basket. You have a little man who's guarding you. You're a 6'10" point guard. You got a motherfucker who's 6'2" on the low block. Why are you not manipulating that? But that's where there's an issue. $15-point lead right now for the East. They might just break 100 by the time we get to halftime. Would I let Shaq dunk on me or live in the Bronx? I'd let Shaq dunk on me. Come on now. I ain't too concerned about that as long as he ain't throwing the goddamn basketball at me. And I'm gonna try to defend. Imagine Tony Kukoc in today's era. The thing is, you'll have a shit ton of guys who will just score and score and score. Like, when you look at points per game average, because motherfuckers is scoring at such an incredible clip, you got a lot of people who got inflated numbers, bro. You got motherfuckers who averaging 15 that got no business averaging 15. You got people who averaging 10 that got no business averaging 10. Because people don't prioritize defense, which I understand From a marketing standpoint, you want to have as much points as possible because that's relatively exciting. But to those who are the purist as it pertains to fans of the game, come on, man. Go out there and D somebody up. Pause. Real basketball is the playoff basketball, correct. But even then, it's the second and then third and then ultimately NBA Finals that you really get the real of the basketball games. Because sometimes you'll get a great matchup with like a 3-6 or maybe a good matchup with a 4-5. Seldom do you have a 1-8, kind of situation similar to what we saw last year with the Lakers with that 2-7 versus the Grizzlies, or Miami coming in at 8, to where you have situations like that. But for the most part, that second round conference final, NBA Finals, is where you see real basketball. Oh, by the way, abolish the play-in. Get rid of it. If you're the 9th or 10th seed, I understand there were times in the past in which people were close. Come on now. What are we doing? Top 5 all-star jerseys. I won't count 2001 when they all wore their same jerseys. 2003 was dope. 2006 was nice. 2020, of course. 96 was dope. And then lastly, probably 2009. Just off the top of my head. You hate the play-in games? I do too. I can't stand them because you got a whole lot of cats that's sneaking in when it's supposed to be reserved for dogs. Right now, Damian Lillard has taken over Halliburton for the most points in this game. He's now got 22 on 6 made threes. He's got 22 on 6 made threes. And might I add, we've only seen 3 free throws today. Jaylen Brown. I forgot Jaylen Brown was even in this game, dog. Who else still hasn't scored? Is it Luka Doncic is still the only person who hasn't scored. Best believe we're not going to see Nikola Jokic probably until the start of the second half, and then he's not going to play anymore. And we might not see too much Luka either. Luka's the only person who hasn't scored. Yeah, over here. Wait a minute. New Orleans in the play-in is dangerous? Yes, if Zion is healthy. The halftime score of this game is the final score of a Detroit game with Chauncey Billups in them? Well, not necessarily, because right now it's 93-79. I mean, Detroit would hold you under 80 for sure, but during them times, they wasn't scoring 93. They had their moments, though, but I would say they're going to crack 100 and probably 85 or 90, so we can't go with that for halftime. But if it was like a fucking 80-72 or some shit like that, then yeah. But I get the gist of it. What player, past or present, would I love to see in an all-star game for you, Jamal Crawford? Past or present from who I would want to see in an all-star game? Let's see. Past or present, who would I want to see in an all-star game? Kareem, Abdul, what was it? Kareem. What? No, it's not. Was Kareem? It was the fuck was his name? Shit, I forget his name. He got blacklisted from the league. Oh my god, Rauf. Kareem Abdul Rauf. Oh no, it wasn't Kareem. Fuck, I forgot his goddamn name. He played in the 90s. Son of a bitch. Somebody know the name. Sharif. Abdul Rauf, right? Wasn't that it? Sharif Abdul Rauf. Yeah, there it is. I'd love to see him play in today's game. Yeah, Mahmoud. There we go. It'd be him. I butchered son's name, but yeah, I'd say that much. If I was the NBA commissioner, how would I handle Zion Williamson and Ben Simmons? Oh, for Zion, I would void his contract if he's not coming in shape. Like you get cut. You get cut. Listen, in my league, only the best players are allowed to come in. Of course, you got rotational motherfuckers, but if you have a contract and you're not even doing what's necessary to adhere to the terms and agreements, fam, get the fuck out of here, bro. Void your fucking contract. You not getting paid. Get up out of here, bro. Get him up out of here. Ben Simmons, you injured for so cool. We're taking away from your bread. You had money guaranteed. Guess what? Shit ain't guaranteed no more. Everything comes with incentives. You're getting the fucking bare minimum at this particular point. I'm doing motherfuckers dirty if I was a goddamn commissioner. I'm doing motherfuckers dirty, bro. You got people who stealing millions. You stealing millions. Here's my biggest issue with Zion, fam. It's not, yo, don't go and eat. I've been in New Orleans. New Orleans food hit. Best food I ever had in my life was in New Orleans. But let me tell you something right now. You overweight every single season. You injured as a fucking result of your lack of preparation. Fam, get the fuck out of here, bro. You no guaranteed money for you. Everything is incentives. You don't play 50% of the games, cool. You'll see 50% of the contract. Well, that's not fuck you, fam. You stealing. This man played like a quarter of his goddamn. It's crazy. John Wall getting buyed out left and right. Now, here's the only thing with John Wall. John Wall is willing to play basketball. The organizations just don't want son. So he getting paid just to sit down. I don't think John Wall's the type of person who's just enjoying getting paid and not playing basketball. He's somebody who wants to play. But they hoeing him. Somebody like Isaiah Thomas can't get a job. Are you serious? Boogie Cousins not on a roster? How? Make it make sense. Some shit just don't make no sense. Imagine Pistol Pete in this era. Oh, scoring fucking machine. They're not going to guard him. Oh, good pass. Luka down the court. There's Curry. 3. Got it. I can't stand that shit. Yeah, Luka scored. Luka scored. All right, yo, Joker inside getting himself a basket. He really do not give a shit about this. Everybody's got a basket now. Everybody's got a basket now. You can testify for Boogie not being in the league. Went to Puerto Rico to see your team go against him. He was getting schooled and eating alive if he goes to the NBA. Well, the only thing with Boogie was he got hurt right before it was time for him to get paid, and then unfortunately for him, Mans never was able to recover. Unfortunately, when he went to Golden State, the year that he done got there was the season in which they done lost in the goddamn finals because of the injuries to both Clay and also KD. Furthermore, you go over to the Lakers, you mess around and get cut. They go on to go and win the doggone championship without you. Like, this man not only don't have the hardware, now you're not in the league no more. Pain. And now we go to the half, 104-89. No defense whatsoever. Easily one of the highest, all-star games that we've seen. And now, y'all think? I'd highly doubt we're going to see a team get to 200. There's no way we're going to see a team get to 200. That is not happening. We're not seeing a team get to 200. Does he get a ring anyway? No, I don't think he does for that one. What places would I like to see the All-Star game? Miami. Bring it to Miami. They were in Utah not too long ago. Bring it to Miami. Bring it to back to New York. Bring it back to New York. Canada. Could bring it up to Canada. Let's see. They bring it a bunch of different places. Devin Patuan said somebody dropped $55K on Mandy Rose OnlyFans. What? Somebody dropped $55K on Mandy Rose OnlyFans? Oh, my God. She's never wrestling again, bro. You gotta be kidding me. What is wrong with motherfuckers? Who are these dudes? That's incredible. 55K is crazy. What? What? Phoenix? No, Phoenix, yes. Portland? Portland, no. Only because when I was in Portland and I saw them motherfuckers shooting up crack, fent, heroin, all this other stuff in the fucking heart of the goddamn city, I don't like that. I don't like that. You said you posted on the Discord? Hold on, wait a minute. Why did I open Twitch when I'm looking for Discord? Hell no. Nah.
14 grams of crack.
That's crazy.
Then you sell it.
Ain't no way. Shit. But yeah, so let's take a look. He's the flabbiest NBA champ. I'd highly doubt that. We had some fat ass NBA champs in the past. But the East is in front here at the half over the Western Conference. Damian Lillard leading all scorers with 18, followed by Halliburton behind him with 18. I said with 18. He's got 22. Halliburton has 18 behind him. And then third, we've got a four-way tie between Jaylen Brown with 12. Giannis Umpo with 12, Jason Tatum with 12, and also Kevin Durant and Steph Curry both with 12. So it's a five-way tie. Fuck was that? Oh. There it is. But yeah, we are currently at the half. Let me go see if I have. No, I don't think I do. I ain't got shit to consume here. But yeah, y'all know my picks for MVP. I got Halliburton winning the MVP if the East messed around and win, followed by Jason Tatum, and then lastly, if the West are able to pull it off, I got LeBron James. But right now, it's looking like Lillard is the front runner because they usually give it to whoever scored the most points. Do a player introduction for the people in Brooklyn, man. That'd be dope. That would be dope. That would be dope. Do the player introduction in 2027. And coming out, it is 25th season in the NBA. Welcome. All right. This is Jennifer Hudson. Oh, that's the halftime performer. All right. What do you know? Have I heard of a body screenshot? Oh, I've never crack your back and fought at the same time. I ain't never heard that in my life. I ain't never heard about that in my life. Well, you got Jennifer Hudson performing here for the halftime show. Okay. NBA always makes a great job. They do a great job of making the goddamn All-Star Weekend a whole spectacle, bro. Unless you own that bakery, indeed. But it's halftime. I'm going to go see if I can find something to eat. I'm going to be back at the start of the second half. I ain't find shit. I'm hungry than a motherfucker. Oh, I'm hungry than a motherfucker. I ain't find a goddamn thing. Furthermore, only thing I could really munch on at this particular point, fixing to be these here, cough drops. That's all I got. Some motherfucking cough drops. So that's what my dinner about to be right now. It is what it is. But we at halftime, goddammit. Who's the front run? Who y'all got winning the MVP? Damian Lillard does have 22. Halliburton got 18. So there is that Uber Eats, man. It is what it is. I got these. Yo, fun fact. When I was in college, I'll never forget this. I bought I made maybe 10 packs of the 30 pack of Top Ramen. So I had like 300 Top Ramen. I first looked at the meal menu. It was 10, 14, and 18, and then 21 meals that you could get. Because I had the partial scholarship, and then after my very first semester, they took it away because I had to maintain a 3.5. I didn't find out until the final week, and I ended up finishing the first semester with 3.44, so they rounded down rather than rounded up, and I lost the partial scholarship. I remember telling my parents, yo, we going to do the 10 meals. I'll figure it out. So every weekend, only thing I ate, Top Ramen, unless I snuck into, it was called CDH, but it was the cafeteria. Unless I snuck into there, all I ate all weekend, Top Ramen. Saturday, Sunday, and of course, when I was playing football at the time, all I would do is that Friday, I would get the to-go plate, but I would eat inside of the cafeteria. So I'd eat my dinner, but have my to-go plate, stack that sumbitch so that Saturday morning before the game, I would have, the nourishment necessary to go and play. But that's what that's all I used to do, fam. That's all I used to do, bro. It keeps me grounded because I remember them days. I feel like Dusty Rhodes, where he's like, hey, I done dined with kings and queens and slept in alleyways and munched on pork and beans. I resonate with that. Not to the point, homelessness per se. I've always had a roof over my doggone head, but I know what that's like. People be sleeping on, when people be in college just barely struggling to get by, they think, well, you got a meal cut in the fam. It's not always, sunshine and rainbows depending on the situation that you in. But I ain't going to sit over here and try to go struggle with motherfuckers. I know I ain't had a worse situation. I ain't going to be that dude. You don't know how hard it was. I ain't going to be that guy. Sometimes you miss college. That shit was fun. Fam, I think about, I'm not one of those people like, man, take me back kind of situation. But, man, it was simpler times, man. It was simpler times. Back in the day, like, when the only thing you had to worry about was trying to get a paper done for class or maybe trying to make it to the next practice. Don't take that shit for granted. And I never did. I look back and with like joy and kind of wish I could go and relive it to a certain extent, but I have no particular kind of regrets on how I did certain things. I think for me, probably the biggest thing would probably be networking. I should have taken down more people numbers. I should have connected with a few more individuals, but ultimately, it is what it is. I pay back for it now, and I've made it work out in my favor. But there's a lot of people who wish they could go back and do shit completely fucking different. So there is that. Second half is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is underway. Let it be known in the chat right now if you believe that the West will make a comeback. Let it be known right now if you believe the West will make a comeback. Because them motherfuckers is behind right now. Down by 18. Yeah, I'm like a minute behind on this. I'm about like a minute behind on this goddamn on this stream here. Should have called Lil Wayne for the halftime show. Well, hamburger helper. Fun fact, I've never had hamburger helper. I've never had a hamburger helper. 193 was the record for the most points in the first half. Now, this makes me wonder where the difference will be. If you're the West, you want to make this competitive going into the fourth. You want to make this competitive going into the fourth. You had a coworker, Edgar said you got a coworker who orders food from Uber Eats about once a day, sometimes twice. He lives with his parents and his dad works with us. You're like, yo, you could save more money just bringing the leftovers or something from home. Fam, I had that issue with the unchiseled Adonis. Like, even if you're not trying to eat the food that, you know, mom makes or whatever the case just so happen to be, fam, you don't have to order everything over. Do you recognize the places that you're ordering from is relatively local? You can walk and go get. I never ordered delivery from Domino's. I can count on my hands how many delivery I've ordered from Domino's in the last 10 years. I'll always get the carry out. If I got a bike 10 blocks to go pick it up in the fucking snow, I'm not going to pay no fucking delivery for what? People be bugging, son. We're still not going to get to the point in which we have any defense yet, so I'm not going to get into super commentary mode. Fourth quarter is when we fixing to get it. Because for right now, ain't nobody going to be guarding. That shit don't make no sense for me, bruh. Domino's is ass, though. Domino's is ass, though. Oh, shit, low? Hold on, wait a minute. We good now? Hold on. We good now? I think the son bitch cut. We should be fine. Yeah, it's weird, bro. I don't know. Some people just be willing to, you know, spend all day bread left and right for no goddamn reason. I'll never quite understand it. Be Uber Eatsing from places that's down the block. You paying unnecessary fees for what? Instacart. What was Instacart is the groceries, ain't it? Like, come on, fam. What we doing? How much hermits we got out here? People go outside. Dame got another 3. Oh, no, it's a brick. Didn't Steph have 50 and fucking hit like 16 threes last year? Or was that 2 years ago? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Was that 2 years ago or was that last year? New York pizzas? Oh, New York's pizza is magnificent. You can't beat the crust. I don't think there's a single place in America that's got better crust than New York pizza. Then the sauce is good. The cheese isn't as cheesy as Chicago deep dish because it's not quite necessary. But if you go to the right spots, you can't beat New York pizza. Fold it ever so slightly. You don't got to do the full fold. A lot of people like to full fold it, make it a sandwich. I like the slight fold, bite through. Oh, you just can't beat it. Fresh out the oven, you got to have it. You got to have it. Joe talking about you need that fentanyl. Sir, you need to relax. You need to relax. Fam, the East about to go up by 30, bro. The East fixing to go up by 30. Somebody tell the West to start playing basketball because I promise you this fourth quarter is not going to be competitive. This is the biggest issue that they have with the All-Star game. If the lead gets so goddamn out of hand because of the new fourth quarter rules to try to make it somewhat competitive, motherfuckers is not going to care no more. You hate All-Star games, no competitiveness at all? Like, if the first half you want to chill, all right, cool, but at least keep it relatively close, bruh. You shouldn't be down 25 in an All-Star game. Rebound, do something, bro. They about to go down by 30. They about to boat race these motherfuckers, bro. Oh, what's the lead now? It's 127 to 100. How many points is that?
27.
27.
27.
27
27
27
27
27
and sept
27 is the lead. 127, 100, not anymore. But somebody tell them boys to start playing some defense, bruh. Halliburton, another 3. Come on, man. What's that, 25 now? That's his 7th 3? Oh, no, that's 24 on 8 threes. He's only made 3s all day, and Lillard's got 30 on 8 made 3s as well. That is craziness. Halliburton's going to get that MVP if they're not going to guard him. There you go. There's a basket from Doncic. They gotta bring it. They gotta cut this goddamn deficit closer, bro. Steph is on. No. Steph not on the bench. Steph been on the floor for a little bit. Steph been on the floor for a bit. Oh, come on now. This man Luka done got rim blocked. He threw the basketball to himself. Come on, Luka. What we doing? Dame from fucking half court, bro. Lillard from half goddamn court. Call timeout. That's incredible. Damian Lillard got 33 on 9 of 16 threes, bro. Nobody trying to guard nobody no more. You tired of all the threes? Me too. Somebody go dunk on somebody. This is why I don't like today's basketball. It's just a shooting fucking affair. Don't get me wrong. Shooting is spectacular when, when done right or whatever. But now motherfuckers don't even want to go to the rack no more. Hitting a three in somebody's face is considered more disrespectful than dunking on somebody. What are we doing? What are we doing? Damian is better than Curry all time. Come on now. Let's not be foolish now. Let's not be foolish now. What are we doing? What are we doing? 3 more than 2. Don't get me wrong. 3 is more than 2, but come on now. Remember what they always said? Live by the 3, die by the 3. It's a risky shot. This is getting ridiculous. It's too much goddamn threes. How many threes is right now? Like nobody's playing defense, obviously, but how many? We've seen 58 3-point attempts from the East, 41 from the West. That's damn near 100. They're only missing by 1. 100 3-point shots already. You know how many shots they had from 2? The East shot 85 total field goals. Meanwhile, the West have shot 86. Half of the West shots has been 2-point half has been 2-point attempts. And then for the East, maybe about a fourth. That's incredible. Well, maybe about like a third or some shit. But come on, man. Come on, man. Play a little bit of defense or something. They're way behind now. And they're trailing by, what is it now? 17. They gotta pull close. So the East gonna have to pull close, bro, because they way behind right now. They're way behind right now. You gotta try to make it competitive or something. But evidently, Damian Lillard and Halliburton is telling the West.
You'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you will do nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
You will do nothing. You'll do absolutely nothing. But Damian leading all scorers with 33, and he's the front runner for MVP, especially after that motherfucking 51-foot shot. So there's no doubt in my mind he's the front runner for MVP as we speak. LeBron does nothing. Well, he don't have to. At this stage, old man not even interested in getting MVPs. I think when he decides to call it quits, that final All-Star game, he might just mess around and go all out. Who's the lowest scoring All-Star? Oh, Banchero, Barnes, Brunson, Young, Adebayo. I actually forgot Adebayo even had minutes per se. Who's going to play the least amount of minutes? I thought it was going to be Jokic. I'm shocked that he actually kept playing. What the fuck? Reggie Miller getting inducted into the Hall of Fame for the FIBA? Well, what do you know? Who that for life, Chris? But 2 on said, hear you out. Smash. Oh, wait. Who's your hear me out now smash? Who's my hear me out smash? Shit. I don't know. I never really thought about that. I'll have to think about that. Wire Quan Patuon said West not trying. They passing up 2s for 3s, correct? Nobody's guarding. Find the basket. Find the basket. Yeah, I agree. Candace is indeed looking rather deliciosa. But third quarter looking to resume. I'd highly doubt that we're going to get another stop of the clock. We're going to run until the fourth. But somebody tell the West to make this competitive, please.
Then you sell it.
Somebody tell them boys to start playing some basketball, man.
Then you sell it.
You about to turn this shit off. The goddamn game is ass. I agree, bro. Why nobody guarding? Why nobody trying yet? Like, you got to wait until the fourth quarter, but you're going to let it get so out of hand, it's not going to matter no more. It's gonna get so out of hand, it's not going to matter no more. All right, on the floor right now, it's Barnes, Lillard, Halliburton, Brown, and Tatum. Meanwhile, for the West, it's Jokic, Karl Anthony Towns, Durant, Booker, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So they are getting boat raced right now. Yeah, they getting boat raced right now. 6 minutes left to go here in the third, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes left to go here in the third. Tell them boys to start guarding, son. What are they doing? Matter of fact, we should say how much you think the West going to lose by. You think, without question, it's going to be double digits. They're going to lose by at least 15. I think the West is going to lose by at least 15. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. They losing by at least 15. Them boys is getting fucking cooked. Cat built like he came out of the land before time. Shit. Cat is a weird looking individual, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cat is one weird looking individual. The East really aiming for 200, and they just might get it. Because they just gonna keep shooting threes. They gonna keep shooting threes. Jokic was holding Jaylen Brown's hand. The referee didn't want to call the foul. They're not even trying to call shit. Joe said, how do people watch this shit? This game is boring. Because there were times in which they actually attempted in the past. They're just not doing that anymore. Yeah, that was a great, right there from Shah. All right, get yourself 5 points real quick. It's a 21-point game, but you still got to play some defense here and slow somebody down. They might get to 200. I don't believe that they will, because if they're going to get to 200, they have to score 176 before the end of the quarter. Because if I'm not mistaken, the fourth quarter is still by the Kobe rules of 24 from the last points. Unless they changed it. Somebody let me know if they changed it. No rule changes. The players are making it boring. I agree. Because they're not playing no more. Wow, Halliburton just throwing shit up. It's a brick. Who that for life? Chris said, Patuan said, you got the Sarah J for to hear you out. Fair enough. She is a butterface. They need to take it more serious. They need to give the incentive. And best believe Adam Silver will find a way to make them take it more serious. Because think about it. You're watching the best players in the sport. So why would I want to go and attend a game where motherfuckers is not even trying? Now, granted, I recognize you don't want to go 100% or whatever, but this is the All-Star game. You got the best of the best ahead of. Why are you not trying to show that you better than a motherfucker? I don't understand that. I really don't. I can't wrap my mind around that. The West getting stroked indeed. They've just cut it underneath 20 points. And watch how fast it's going to go back to 20. Jaylen Brown makes it 20 again. What incentives would I say that they got to play for to give make the players absolutely play their best? Well, for one, rather than have money go towards charity, it really doesn't matter because the charity's getting paid regardless. Line the pockets of the players. It's the same shit I said regarding the Pro Bowl in the NFL. Winning team, each individual player gets $1 million. Set it up like that. You win $1 million if your team wins. I don't care how much money you make. If you tell me that each individual motherfucking player is going to get $1 million if you mess around and win the game. Furthermore, MVP gets $5 million. I promise you motherfuckers is going to play basketball. I promise you motherfuckers is going to play basketball. Give an incentive. Winner of the dunk contest. You don't just get that goddamn trophy. $1 million. Put $50 million aside just for all-star game winnings for different teams, players, whatever the case is. I recognize, they're already millionaires. They wouldn't care too much. I promise you, you put $1 million on the docket, motherfuckers are going to play for it. Motherfuckers is going to play for it. Because you got the money. You have the money. Well, they're just lining their pockets. They're already going to get a payday. You want to see competitiveness? Put something on the line. Although I'd like to say, okay, winning conference gets, home court advantage or some shit like that. It's not individualistic to the point where motherfuckers would want to play together. Because if you're a dude who's at the bottom of the league, and your team's not going to go anywhere, you wouldn't give a shit. People spend their money just to watch the All-Star game live in person. Yeah, it's whack. Like literally when you spend bread to go to the All-Star weekend, you're only going for All-Star Saturday night. Seldom do you have a spectacular game. YRN Quampa 51 said the players and coaches said the game was bad last year just for them to try it not try it all again this year. Correct? They're not even attempting nothing, bro. They're just out there just coasting. In the Pro Bowl, guaranteed that it'll make a few 100,000 a year play harder to make the Pro Bowl and try to get that extra money. Correct? And here's something that you could do, right? Because they already have incentives for the Pro Bowl. Like, if you make a Pro Bowl, you get some additional money, whatever the case is. You should make it mandatory for those who are selected for, unless you're injured or you're going to the Super Bowl, which is still stupid. Put it after the Super Bowl. You should be obligated to show up. How the fuck half the goddamn people selected don't pull up? So now you just be calling anybody and, hey, you're a Pro Bowler. That makes no sense. But if we're going to stay on the topic of basketball, that's not the case. Unless you're injured, then you're in the All-Star weekend. Make them obligated to make appearances the entire fucking weekend. Furthermore, put in an incentive to where they are going to have to play. And the same way that they put incentives for, MVP, all NBA selections and all that other good stuff, they should do the same stuff for the All-Star game. Like, come on, son. We want to see good basketball. Golly. All right, Carl Anthony Towns putting in a 3. We've got about 2 minutes left to go here. We got a little under 2 minutes, but it's still a fucking damn near 20-point game, bro. Somebody tell them boys to play a little bit of defense. They're starting to make things interesting. Uh-oh. Here comes the West. They're starting to make things interesting. They done cut it down to 14. They cut it down to 14. Come on, fam. Oh, there you go. Jaylen Brown getting himself some layups inside. It's still a double-digit game. I wanted to be as close as possible at the end of the quarter. Shit. 17-point lead. Come on now. What is the West doing? Oh, Anthony Davis. I didn't see Anthony Davis this whole time. What the fuck? I didn't see Anthony Davis this entire time. This man ain't played since the first quarter. I forgot he was even out there. What the hell? They must be resting that man. Well, let the boat racing begin, because now the fourth quarter fixing to start, these motherfuckers don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. I don't know where AD came from. That man pixelated on the freaking free throw line. They about to be down by 20 at the end of the closest they got was 14. That's the closest they got. Well, there it is. 24 fucking point lead going into the fourth quarter. It's over, bro. There's no way the West is going to be able to pull close. And I think at maximum, I guess the West will only be able to score 280 or 184. It's a goddamn shame, bro. What are we doing? I'll call you back. All right. That's the end of the third. 24-point lead, man. What are we watching, man? What are we watching, man? What are we watching, man? Disappointing. Just absolutely disappointing, man. Get to 200 or something, bro. Yeah, in fact, this game stinks. This game absolutely stinks. What's the purpose of watching the goddamn All-Star game? 2020 was the last great one. Absolutely stinks.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Trash. Trash. Just garbage through and through, bruh. Garbage through and through. How can you suck that much? Pause. Now, what if they make this comeback? I don't see it happening. Anybody got faith the East is going to make a comeback? Does anybody have faith? I said the East. The West going to make a comeback. What changes would I make for defensive play in the NBA? I would get rid of the I would allow hand checking again. I would allow hand checking. I would get rid of the quick technical fouls that's called, or you looked at somebody too long, tech. Get rid of that shit. I'd get rid of the hand checking. Or I should say I'd allow the hand checking. If there was one more thing. What would it be? Remove the taunting and the quick text. Get rid of the allow a bit of hand checking. And flops? No. Because flops is here and there. Rewarding flops? I don't know. Rewarding flops? No. You can't have that. You can't have that. Excessive celebration? They don't really be doing too much of that. Yeah, get rid of rewarding flops. Fair enough. The West gonna need Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes in order to win the game. Probably, because right now I don't see a comeback happening. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not see a comeback happening at this stage. It's not going to go down. Taunting calls are ridiculous. I agree. Damn Rudy for 2 on said Mary Kill and Jay Reed of the three probably get rid of Sarah J of all of them. And then there's the Lisa Ann lady. And then Riley Reed. I guess you marry Ann, you sleep with Reed. I guess. But yeah. So there's that. What about being too rough? Bring us back to the 80s. I don't need people in damn near in the ICU at the conclusion of the game. But you want to be in a situation where the opposing team felt you being here. Like, I think that's very important. You can't be in a situation where you play a game, you get out of the game, and you're not even sore. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. There are NBA players who have played NBA games. They conclude the game and they're not even sore. You don't need to go and get treatment. Only thing you did all day was just cardio. There's no physicality or nothing of that nature, bro. Fourth quarter is underway. Damn near a 24-point lead already. So, with that being the case, this game's all but over. Damian Lillard's probably going to win this MVP, by the way. Damian Lillard leading all scorers with 33 points. Jaylen Brown with a very quiet 23-point night. Being a merchant inside, picking up some more statistics right there. Halliburton with 24. SGA with 23 and Towns with 19. But I can't envision a circumstance in which the West makes a comeback. I just don't see it happening. Just all these super threes, bro. There ain't no doubt in my mind. They go this shit by the end. Oh, I guess they switched the rule with the team captain. I guess they're just gonna go a full quarter. Yeah, so maybe the East will get to 200. Maybe the East can get to 200 overall. Do I think there'll ever be an all-star game in Philly again? Yes. Why do I think the all-star game is trapped? There's no incentive. And motherfuckers don't want to play no more. Like, here's the weird thing. At least in football, there's a huge possible risk of injury and a number of different things can mess around and transpire. But the all-star game in basketball is literally in the middle of the goddamn season, bro. Motherfuckers just don't want to play no more. Like, it's an inconvenience per se for the players at this point. Bring back the hand check, then you'll see who can really play. Agreed. Commissioner needs to step down. The product has been getting more watered down. Although it's been getting more watered down, they've been able to generate more viewership and more revenue than they ever have before, and they're being incredibly innovative. The players are probably have the most power they ever had, So with that being the case, I'd highly doubt we're going to end up seeing a man's go and step down or whatever the case is. But I like to see competitive basketball, and this ain't it. Everybody trying to get to the playoffs, the in-season tournament made All-Star meaningless. Well, fair enough. That in-season tournament shit didn't make no sense to me. How you lose in a shit ton of games, but when you win in the qualifying in-season tournament games, now that shit means something. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I'm a rest for the in-season tournament. What? Come on, man. What are we doing? That joint is so dumb. Play in, dumb, get rid of it. Oh, good pass, but you got to score inside. Anthony Edwards, they just got the people who ain't getting no minutes still in the game. Yeah, they got to do so. If David Stern was living, and running the NBA, he would not stand for the current state of the All-Star game. I agree. I definitely agree. He would not. It's a participation competition. Well, yes, to a certain extent. The players are bonus checks just to be in the in-season tournament. Yeah, it's wild. But they're still, despite the fact that they're scoring, they're not playing any defense on the other end of the floor. So even though you mess around and see the West score a basket, they're not guarding nobody. Devin Booker definitely traveled. Definitely traveled. It's been a 20-point game damn near since halftime, bro. It's not even relatively close whatsoever. In-season tournament still trash. Although we did see good basketball, it makes no sense because here you have this in-season tournament situation where you got motherfuckers who are absolutely balling, but you still got televised games or regular season games where shit is a trash product. It makes no sense. I love the fact that he's trying to be innovative, but there's no way this shit is going to last. At maximum, I think the in-season tournament will be 4 years. At maximum, it's going to be 4 years. All-Star used to be for legacy, but then the fan voting changed. You have players dropping big stats and not qualify because the hype isn't big, correct? I remember that year that what's his name made it, and he didn't even play. I think T-Mac had a year where he done made it and he wasn't even playing. Kobe had a year where he made it and he wasn't even playing. Like there's just a situation where you got motherfuckers who making it and they're not qualified to make it based upon that particular season. Yow. Like, come on now. Don't get me wrong. The celebrity vote, I said celebrity. The regular population vote should play a role, but it's starting to get out of hand. Like, how a team about to score fucking 200 and there's no pride to stop them? There's no pride to stop. They got 179 with 7 minutes left. They're going to get to 200. They're going to get to 200. Guard somebody, bro. Guard somebody. Yeah, just bring this to the end, dog. Just take this to the end. Accelerate the clock, let it run. Here comes a timeout. We ain't going to see another break for the rest of the goddamn quarter. Nobody wants to see this shit. They trying to make it sound like it's cool on commentary. There's nobody who cares, bro. You couldn't pay me to think that people care. Remember when hitting these kinds of numbers used to be rare indeed, but not anymore. West not going to make no comeback. Bill Russell said before he passed there should be more defense in the All-Star game. I agree. Because it used to be a matter of pride, bro. Like, and it sound crazy because those of us who remembered watching the All-Star game or Pro Bowls or whatever it may have been when it actually meant something, it was a battle of attrition, and moreover, it was a battle of pride. It was to show your contemporary, all right, cool, we may both be selected, but I am better than you, and that's just not the case anymore. Everybody's buddy and all this other stuff, which I understand. You could be cool, but come on now. Come on now. Try to take somebody's soul or something. These motherfuckers is smiling. You losing by 20. You over here jogging. Well, the game don't matter enough. Come on, man. People paid money. They ain't just pay money to go see offense. That shit got me feeling like Abe Simpson, old man yelling at cloud. Shit. Yeah, so it's crazy, bro. I remember when they were playing at with effort and shit. And that shit just ain't there no more. You an 80s child, you remember the All-Star game meant a lot because you saw the best players go after each other, correct? That's back when it actually meant something back in the day. Not anymore though. Early 2000s was good. I would argue the early 2010s was actually still decent as well, but not anymore. Michael said, what happened to competitiveness? You know it doesn't count towards anything, but doesn't anybody have competitiveness and want to win? I don't like losing anything, even if it's a meaningless game or an event. I agree. I've always wanted to win. Like, here's the thing. If you lose, all right, cool. Yo, you lost. As long as you gave it you gave it your best, you could go to sleep feeling all right. Like, they look at the All-Star game like, all right, well, it happens. No big deal. Like, I think they should put that on your resume. Lost X amount of All-Star games or whatever the case may be, bro. Make it mean something. Make it mean something. Because nobody cares right now. Nah, 2016 wasn't the last good one. 2016 was the last good dunk contest. But in my opinion, 2020 might just be the second greatest All-Star game I ever saw. 2003 would probably come in at number 3. I think without question, everybody knows the 2001 All-Star game would probably, actually no, I'd probably argue 2003 was probably the best All-Star game. Now that I think about it. Might be 2003 or 2001, and then ultimately 2020 would come in at like number 2. But great goddamn All-Star games during that time. All right, let's see what happens in these final 7 minutes. Oh, is it 2000? I forget. 2018 was great. I can't remember 2018. I have to remember it. I'd have to remember it. But it's a 23 23-point lead with under 6 minutes left to go over here. 36 3 points made by the fucking East. That's crazy. They're 17 points away from 200. They're 17 points away from 200. There's no doubt in my mind they fixing to get, well, they're 14 points away from 200. They're going to break the 200 mark. They're going to break the 200 mark. Come on, guard somebody. Guard somebody. 200 on the way. Oh, Curry and Bron in 2018. Okay, first-time captain. Yeah, I recall that. Guard somebody, bro. Come on now. Yeah, 2020 was hype, bro. That shit was sensational. First to 157 wins. Love that goddamn shit. This man just banked it in. We're 9 away. We almost there. We almost there. Well, 8 away. Well, I say 8. We're 12 away. Yeah, they're just going back to back with long threes, bro. Somebody guard somebody, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, I don't want to see no fouls. I don't want to see no timeouts. Just let this bitch run, man. Let the clock run. Let the clock run. Accelerated clock. Get us the hell up out of here. 22-point lead. Good Lord, man. What are we doing? Pack them boys up. Get them the fuck out of here, man. Boo. Nobody guarded nobody. Boo. Yeah, the game is high-key trash. I agree. We're 7 away. We're 7 away from 200. That's pretty much the only thing is 200. That's literally the only thing motherfuckers is watching for now. That's literally the only thing. Just get us to 200, bro. Why the hell we got a commercial now? Oh, they dragging it. They don't want this shit to end before 10:45. They dragging it. They know this shit. They motherfuckers want this shit to end, bro. End the goddamn thing already. Golly. Bam just happy to be there. Ain't that the truth? Dudes are not excited. Boo. Tomatoes. Where's the tomatoes? Hold on, wait a minute. Get the tomatoes. Get the tomatoes. What are they doing out there?
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with it? What's wrong
What are
with
they doing out there, bro? What are we really doing? Wasting people's time. Wasting people's time. Adam Silver thought he was cooking. He is not. Another thing bringing down the NBA is super teams. Well, yes and no to a certain extent because it all depends. Like if it happens organically, then I have no issue with it. But if it's like you got teams that are, or I should say players that are deliberately running away from the grind just to go play together with their buddies and make some fucking overpowered goddamn team, I got issues with that. But it is what it is. Sabrina versus Steph was the best thing this All-Star. Ain't that the truth? That was. It really was. Oscar Robinson looks disgusted, and he should. This shit whack. Come on, man. You're done. You're washed. It's over. Hurry up. Come back from commercial break and let's end this shit. They should do 3-on-3 tournaments. I agree. They should partner with Ice Cube and do a 3-on-3 situation, but you know they're not going to. You know they're not going to. Bring in Caitlin Clark. They might just do it next year. I'm going to put it past them. Am I going live for Elimination Chamber? I intend to. It's going to be 5 in the morning, but I intend to. Good Lord. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's end this goddamn game. Put the video to any man. Oh, shit. I got you right now. This is how I feel about the game right now. This is how I feel about the game.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset in this football club. Nothing is there. What the hell is there in this football?
What was that? What was that, bro? Wasting time. Golly. I'm shocked there hasn't been anybody who left yet. I'm shocked they even got Cat is even sweating. What you sweating for? You got no reason to sweat in this lack of defensive game. 20-point deficit right now for the West. It's not like they're going to start playing defense or anything. Oh, Lord. Just end our misery. End this goddamn game already. Jesus. Let the clock run. Oh. Okay, Cat. Well, here we go. They're 10 points away. They're 10 points away, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost there. They are almost there. They 10 points away. Who thinks they're going to do it? Who thinks they're going to do it? Can the East get to 200? Yeah, they need to stop shooting threes. I agree. Go to the fucking rack or something. Go to the rack or something. Lillard still got 33? Karl Anthony Towns, well, he got 34, but it's not going to mean nothing. And SGA got 31, but it ain't going to mean nothing. Damian probably got that fucking MVP locked up. And you know what's crazy? Jaylen Brown now has fucking 33. This motherfucker sneaky as hell, bro. Jaylen Brown sneaky as hell. I think he might have, oh no, he's still behind him. They're approaching that 200 mark now, 192. Where the fuck did that come from? Jaylen Brown caught up to Lillard. Yeah, he been scheming for that shit. All right, we're under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. Come on now. Let's just end this shit right here, bro. End this shit right here, bro. Don't even guard. Keep bricking. Thank you. Keep bricking. End this goddamn game, son. Nobody want to see this shit. 6 points away now, 194. You know they're going to keep shooting threes. You know they're going to keep shooting threes. Good God. End this shit. Yo, Karl Anthony Towns is having a fucking dunk contest over here, bro. What the fuck going on? Cat having a goddamn dunk contest by himself. Bang, there it is. They're 3 points away from 200. 3 points away from an all-time record in the All-Star game. Yo, they've scored 50 every single goddamn quarter. This is going to be the first one that they don't. At least they still got an opportunity. Oh, man. Cat going to fucking have like 50, bro. Cat about to have 50 in an L. There it is, 200. They got it. They got it. They got it. And Jaylen Brown might just, there's no way Jaylen Brown's the MVP. I still think it's Damian Lillard. Oh, my God. Karl Anthony Towns is having the time of his life, bro. Karl Anthony Towns is having the time of his goddamn life, bro. And why can't Damian Lillard make any threes anymore? That's incredible, bro. Karl Anthony Towns, I think he's now got, 32 goddamn shot attempts? That is ridiculous. 32 motherfucking shot attempts? Halliburton might mess around and get the MVP. Remember what I said? Halliburton is my number one pick to get it when the East win. My second pick was Tatum, but that's not going to happen. And then if the West came back, my pick was Bron, but that's not going down. Good Lord. Yeah, Cat got 47 right now, but it ain't going to mean nothing unless he hit a three. Yeah, Halliburton got it now. He's definitely about to be their leading scorer as well. That should bring him to 34. There it is. Cat got 50, ladies and gentlemen. Cat got 50. Shit don't mean a goddamn thing, though. Yeah, just go ahead and end this goddamn game, bro. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody guarding nobody. Cat got fucking 50 burger in the goddamn All-Star game. What are we doing? What are we doing? We wasting time. We're wasting time. Good Lord. Just go ahead and end this shit. All right. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank the Lord. It's all over. It's all over. Oh, and he traveled. Just go ahead and end this shit. Thank the Lord. It's all over. 211, 186. It's all over. In fact, both these goddamn teams need to get on the L train, bro. It's a waste of our goddamn time. I regret having a rush to go live for this shit, bro. This shit was a waste of our time. This was a waste of our time. Come on, man. Damian Lillard's probably going to get the MVP. Lillard's probably going to get the MVP. But this was a waste of everybody's time, bro. If you ain't going to guard nobody, who gives a shit? Oh, Lord. This was just a waste of time, bro. Everybody buddy, no sort of competitiveness whatsoever. Waste of everybody's goddamn time. Celebrity Game should have been out there, bro. This shit whack. Trash. The fuck out of here. Yeah, Dame is probably going to be the MVP. I don't even want to wait around and see who the fuck the MVP, because who gives a shit, bro? Who gives a shit, bro? I'm going to go find myself something to eat, bro. This is a waste of our goddamn time, son. Y'all have yourselves a good night. I'm going to go live at one point during the week. We going to game a little bit. But one way or another, man, this was a fucking waste of all of our goddamn time, fam. Man, come on, son. Put him in the Death Note. Might as well. Could have played GTA 5. Ain't that the truth? Only thing I got to say to these NBA players.
What's wrong? Where's your strength? Where is your pride?
Where's your pride? Where is your goddamn pride? Wasted our goddamn time. Oh, you won the All-Star game?
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Congratulations. Come on, man. Wasting the people's time, fam. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.